Hello and welcome to the show on A1R Radio and, of course, Moonstruck TV. And so I am a medium. Now, what that means is that I am able to connect to a world that I guess is unseen. Some people may call it heaven. I like to call it the kingdom of light. And that's how my guides always refer to this place that I connect to. And in that place, there are many guides that are, again, that are connected to myself and also will be connected to other mediums and psychics that work as well. And one of the things with mediumship is that there are many sort of ways that a medium can work, and one way is that a medium can work and do healing. And so I am a healer as well as someone who can connect to people in that world. And when I do the healing, God always comes forward with me and always works with me on the healing basis, together with Saint Sebastian, and the two of them work hand in hand with all of the healing that I do. And I always endeavor to actually send out healing to as many people as I can. And what I do, I start my day after I've had a cup of coffee and something to eat and finally kicked myself out of bed. I start my day with sitting down, and I will do the healing, and I put a timer on my phone for 1 hour, and so I go into what we call in the industry going into the power. And so I go into that space, and actually that space is very similar to that of, you probably remember when you were at school and you would be daydreaming and not sort of listening to what was being spoken in the classroom. And that really is going into the power, because you're actually going into an altered space. And that altered space allows the spirit world to enter. And I know that when healing is taking place, they're using a combination of my energy and their energy and bringing it, it's almost like it swirls together and brings it together to help those people that are inflicted. Now, with healing, it can be done with hands-on and placing your hands, or it can be done absently. And you know what's really remarkable is that the fact that you can do it absently, it actually doesn't make any difference. And I know that for some people, they probably think, oh, well, I would prefer it to have the hands-on healing, or because that makes it more real to you, or more real or more evidence that perhaps something is going on. And of course, you will, when you have hands-on feeling, you will feel the energy flow through you, which is quite an incredible feeling. If you've got a healer that is working with some incredible guides, the energy that flows through is quite sort of, it's like it can be sort of like it can feel sort of powerful, but it can also make you feel like you just want to sort of doze off or go to sleep, because it sort of almost like calms your body down before anything sort of starts. And I feel that this is sort of like a wonderful thing to be able to do, to help as many people as I can. And whilst I'm talking, I'm actually holding a crystal, which is lapis lazuli. I'm going to hold it up. So for those people who are seeing it on a video, they can see it. And if you know anything about lapis lazuli, it's got sort of all sort of like gold little streaks running through a blue crystal. And one of the things that that crystals have is they have a unique energy. And if you think about sort of healing, that healing it can be applied through crystals. So using the energy of the crystals, or using the energy of the healer. So this, it's basically comes down to energy, which is quite sort of wonderful. And so, when I hold this crystal, I can actually feel sort of the energy of the crystal. It feels sort of quite sort of, it sort of almost has a pulse to it, which is quite incredible, really. But anyway, so healing. I feel, one of the things they say in England, it's the highest form of mediumship, and I think sort of, really, it's something that is so important, because it, especially at this time as well, with the COVID-19 and everything that's going on, it's so important to have healing in our world and healing around our hospitals, and working with God to be able to achieve that is I feel is a fantastic opportunity for myself and for others who are experiencing this. But anyway, I'm going to go to some callers, and I believe that we have Irene in Kilmarnock in Scotland. Are you there, Irene?
Yes.
Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Gail Moffat, and I am a medium, which means I'm able to connect to loved ones or give you guidance from my guides. Is there a particular way that you would like me to work? And if so, where in particular would you like me to focus?
I would like you to go to medium, please. Message
Sure.
from spirit.
Great. And who would you like me to connect with?
I don't know if it's too soon, but I've lost my sister 11 days ago.
Right. Okay. Do you know, as you said that, I just went sort of like sort of goosebump all over me. And that's often. Oh, really? Oh, well, we'll do it together then, Irene. And when I do that, it makes me feel as though I feel like she's here. So I'm just going to double check and see who's standing. I'm hearing there's a lady standing in front of me, and I'm hearing the clever one, and I don't know whether that she's referring to herself or to you. Would that be sort of that's you? Of course it is. Because I feel this was sort of known about in the family. Would that make sense?
Oh, yes.
And she's saying to me, she says that it was quite a surprise and quite a shock to get over here, and she says that she wasn't expecting to go so soon. Does that make sense to you?
Definitely.
Because I feel like it almost feels like she's gone before her time. Like it's like, how did this happen? And this is how she feels with this. She's saying to me that I feel, again, she's referring to yourself, and she's saying to me that you were. If it's not you, it'll be her. But I feel like you're the main person in the family that people you bind the family together or keep the family together. Does that make sense?
Trying.
Families. Yeah, families. And you. And because she's telling me that that if it wasn't for you, the family would completely. It's like the family would completely fall apart. And she says that she admires you greatly for your efforts and your kindness to members of the family that actually probably don't deserve a lot of kindness. Does that make sense to you?
I can take all that from her, yes. Yes, I can take that right now.
Yeah. and your families are complicated, aren't they? And and she's saying to me that she's really grateful to have you as a sister, because she says, unlike other members of the family, she feels that she got on with you the most or the best. Does that make sense to you?
Sometimes not, but that's sisters for you, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Because she's saying to me that she holds you in high regard, and she says that she feels that there's numerous occasions for her to actually say thank you to you for, because I feel like right from sort of childhood, it makes me feel as though you supported her or helped her quite a lot.
Yeah, I can take that. Yeah.
And she's saying to me that and I feel like I'm a young girl, like sort of in my teens or maybe early 20s, but I'm young in my life, and uh, uh, I feel like I'm either being bullied or victimized in some way, and that you came to my rescue. Does that make sense?
No, it was the opposite way about. I was the one
Oh,
bullied, and she stuck up for me.
okay, all right. Well, I misinterpreted that, and so I
No,
do
that's
apologize.
fine.
But you can see what she's saying. Then she's talking about
Yeah.
standing up for you, and so she's bringing that in as a memory of your relationship with her. And also, I feel like
That was something that we spoke about a couple of days ago.
right, yeah. And she was extremely kind to you through that situation. And I get the
Mhm.
feeling that you would have struggled to have coped if it hadn't have been for her and her support that she gave to you.
Oh yeah.
And I also if I go into I feel like I'm going into a living room or a sitting room, whatever you call that room. I feel like I'm going into this room, and there's loads of cards around. Does that make sense to you?
That's her house just now, not mine. Yes.
Okay, it's her house, because I feel like there's lots of sympathy cards that have come
Yeah, I was
in.
in that house. I was in that house yesterday, and it's all carved. Yeah.
Yeah, and flowers. I feel like there's vases upon vases of flowers as well.
The vases are the flowers in my house. Got cards in her house.
Oh, right, the flowers are in your house. Okay, because she's just shown me vases of flowers, um, and I there's two things that she wants to sort of talk about. It just came in both at the same time, and that's always confusing when you're a medium, because you have to sort of dissect them. But point number one, I feel like there's a dog in spirit that she has reconnected with, and she wants to let you know about being with the dog.
I can take that.
And point number two, there's a memory link to do with a vegetable garden.
Vegetable garden. I can't take that. I can't take that.
Mm,
Honestly, can't take. But I don't know if she had a vegetable garden because I haven't seen her garden. But I don't have a vegetable garden. Her husband is a gardener, so that might be it.
right. Okay. I might be just seeing what the husband is doing, but I get the
Yeah.
feeling that there's something to do with gardening, and I felt like it was a vegetable garden, and I can see fruit trees as well, and I feel also
Oh, I
young
can take the fruit
children.
tree. I can take the fruit
Yeah.
tree.
Okay, and I can see young children playing on the trees and hanging from the trees as well.
Yeah, that was me and her when we were younger, playing in a
Yep,
fruit
yep.
tree.
um, and I'm drawn to pear trees as well as apples.
I don't know about pear trees, but I could take the apple trees. But I don't. I was younger. It might have been pear trees. I don't know, but I just remember it was fruit trees that we were always
Okay,
stealing
okay.
fruit from. That sounds bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's just coming out with these memories, and also I feel like, would I be right in saying you have not had the funeral yet?
No, we haven't.
Okay, and I feel like, has I feel like somebody has been, and I don't know what the laws are in Scotland right now with this pandemic, but I get the feeling that there's something that somebody is going to read at the funeral, and I don't know.
Yeah.
And I feel like that this person that's been asked to read, I feel like needs some bravery to do it, because I feel like as I look at the person who's about to read, I feel like there's sort of like an upset inside as I go to read. Does that make sense to you? But I feel that this person really wants to do it. Um, Okay, so I think we've just lost the call for Irene. But anyway, I'll carry on so she can pick up on everything. But I just want to let her know that her sister is standing by the side of me. She's safe. She's arrived in spirit, and she wants to let her sister know how much she loves her and thanks her for being in her life. So I'm going to move on to my next caller, and I believe we have Amber in Irwin, Tennessee. Are you there, Amber?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, and welcome to the show. My name is Gail. My name is Gail Moffat, and I am a medium, and I am able to connect to loved ones in the spirit world, or I can help with guidance. Is there a particular way that you would like me to work?
Guidance, please.
Okay, and where would you like me to focus? We've got about 8 minutes left of the show.
Health and I guess love, health, and money. If we can.
Right. Oh, there's some good topics there. Love, health, and money. Okay. Right. Is there somebody, either yourself or somebody around you, that has some I don't know whether it's like a permanent thing or to what degree, but a mobility problem? It may be just a limp, or it may be more than that. I don't know. Is there somebody around that has that problem?
No, not that I know of.
Okay. Right.
Mobility, like
In
if
that
you can't
case,
do anything, or
sorry?
you mean mobility, like can't get around, or what exactly you mean?
Just sort of, struggling to get around.
No, no.
Okay. Well, then I feel like I may have misinterpreted this. Is there somebody, is this yourself lacking in energy?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that.
My heart was messed up for a minute, and I was working on it, and I've got it back normal. I mean, the heart's beating and pumping at the right speed, right function now, but I still sometimes don't feel too good. It's like my energy and stuff still trying to get down, but I'm working on getting it better.
Yeah. And I feel that because of this energy situation, I feel that sometimes you won't sort of get around and do things in the way that you would have normally done. Would that make sense?
Yes.
Right. Okay. And I feel also that I feel like you're going to be. Let me just get this clear. You're. I feel like this situation is. I feel like I can. Okay, what I'm seeing is I'm seeing a hand being placed on your heart. And this is an unusual situation because I don't normally see this. And I'm seeing this hand come on your heart. And I feel that I'm being told that you're going to receive some healing overnight with this situation. Now, I want to just put in a caveat that when we work as mediums, in England, we have this Consumer Act, and basically we state that it's for entertainment purposes only. I personally don't see it that way, but anyway, I'm going to sort of, come in with it because we are talking about health, and obviously anything that you do must be checked out with a doctor. But what I'm seeing is I'm seeing somebody place their hands on your heart. And it's like I'm being shown a stream of light, like it's like golden light pouring into your heart, and swirling round. And now I'm hearing that you have been allocated healing, and you will get this healing. And so what I'm going to do is I will put you on my healing list, and because I do send out healing every day.
Thank you.
And I will do that for you. But so I just know that you are going to receive healing. Also, I feel like there's a little bit of sort of confusion in your mind, and I don't mean confusion in the sense of not being able to understand. I mean confusion in what to do. So sort of, should I go in this direction or that direction? I feel like there's a little bit of you don't know how to move forward with your life. Would that make sense to you?
Yes, ma'am.
And I feel also that I feel like your recent health scare has sort of made you feel as though you perhaps need to look at your life slightly differently. I feel like it's almost as though it's been a little bit of a, the only expression I can think of is a wake-up call, but I feel like that's a bit sort of insulting to you, and I don't want to use that, but that's what I'm getting. It's like a light bulb goes on, and it's like, well, hold on a moment. We're not here for very long, and I need to live a bit of life. And I feel this sort of like it's like a surge of thoughts and ideas within you that you want to make a difference.
But yeah, yes, I do, and yes, and my future and other people's future too. Yes, but it seems like I can't. Every time I'm trying hard, I can't get the energy. It's like you know what I mean. I guess because the health, and it seems like it keeps holding me back. So then I don't really know what to do, and then I just you know what I mean. I just get this. Yeah, I don't know.
And so but I do feel that you're going to receive some healing. And once this healing takes place, I feel that what's going to be so amazing for you is that you're going to, because of this whole experience that you've gone through, it's made you look at your life very differently. And I just feel that you're going to embark on doing some interesting things in your life, things that you've always thought about, and you thought, no, I won't do that. And it's like you've lived being more cautious than perhaps you needed to be. And I feel like you're going to go through a shift where you feel as though you don't need to be as cautious. And it's like you're going to do things like you're going to consider yourself quite brave. It's like, oh, I wouldn't have done this before. And sort of, I can feel this sort of giggle in you, sort of like, oh, look at me doing this. And I just feel that you're going to be a little bit more adventurous in life and
I'll have the energy to do it.
Yes.
I mean, health-wise, I feel that's good. Do you see me traveling overseas by any chance?
Well, one of the things that I was actually seeing with you is I feel that exactly that you will be doing traveling. Where you're going to be traveling is, I don't know, but I just felt that you're going to be doing traveling. That's one of the things that I felt that you would be taking the plunge with, because I feel like traveling hasn't been very big in your life. I feel like you've done more, it's been more keeping sort of, staying in the same place. Would that make sense, Amber?
Yeah, I mean, I traveled a little in the United States a little bit, but like I said, when I got sick, I haven't really been able to do a whole lot of much anymore like I used to.
But I just get the feeling that your horizons are going to be broadened. You're going to do things and go to places and be in places in a very different environment and live a different life. And I think it's all as a result of this, health scare that you found yourself in. But don't worry, I feel very strongly that healing is going to be given to you, and it's going to be given to you very soon, and you will be free of this health condition that you've got at the moment.